is July 1, 2013. Under Section 1605-1A1 of the Act, the applicant is requesting written verification from the Zoning Board of the following: 1, existence of a valid approval, and 2, the expiration of the date of this approval under the Act as of July 1st, 2013. If you have any questions or need any further information, please contact me. Thank you for your time. This is regarding Len Wayne Properties, premises at 417 East Lancaster Avenue, Wayne, Pennsylvania. Do we actually have to take a vote on this, or just acknowledge that it's happening?
Well, actually, there's an exemption under the Act for Radnor Township, so it doesn't apply. No, we do have to take a vote. Under the Act, it's the agency that issued the approval, and it provides for a verification. Act 46 provides for a verification process where the Act 46 basically extended all permits that were alive at any time from and after January 1, 2009 through July 1, 2013. The rationale for this is the recession is so acute in Pennsylvania that it's common, including with Radnor, that codes provide for earlier expirations, but I think the legislature has made a judgment, right or wrong, that the current statewide economic conditions suggest it would be desirable not to have permits expire for projects that may not be viable right now, but hopefully will be in a year or two. So that's what the state has done. The extension is automatic, so there's nothing we have to do for their permit to be valid. But the Act does provide for a specific provision where they can come to whoever issued the approval. In this case, it's the zoning board issued the approval, so we're the agency that has to confirm it. And they tell us when they think the expiration date of the approval is, and we have to approve or not approve that in accordance with the law. And they pay a fee for that if the municipality or the agency charges one, and there's provisions in the statute for that. And I suspect the reason for this is to have a comfort letter which might be used for financing or similar purposes, that notwithstanding the Act, the actual agency has confirmed what the Act says, that the permit is good until July 1, 2013. Frankly, the only thing I think that we need to do is to inquire. I see three questions that need to be asked. One, if they paid the fee. Two,
I have receipts for that.
Okay. And secondly, I got an email from the township. Perhaps the township can confirm that we did, in fact, extend this permit till August of 2010, I believe. The last thing is a question for the applicant. Has this been appealed?
No.
Because if the thing is appealed, in certain circumstances, is an extension. So basically, with that on the record, it seems to me, and then we can proceed to a decision. And my recommendation is that the Act says what it says, and they're entitled to a short letter, I guess, from the board, order something like that, confirming that their approval
what it said
is, and we're doing nothing more than the Act requires us to do.
Okay.
Does that need to be revised every 6 months?
Nope, it's a one-shot deal.
So the
2013.
so the
Yeah,
fee
we're
is
going to give them a piece. If the board approves this, and I recommend that the board do so, they will have a piece of paper that says that this variance is good through July 1, 2013.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't, they still have the approval even if we don't do it, but we're required, if they ask us for the paper and pay their fee, we have to give them a decision, and if we don't give them a decision within 30 days, then they're presumed to have the written piece of paper anyway.
All right, so all those in favor of granting the extension?
It's really confirming the extension.
Okay, confirming the extension. All right, so, okay, it is confirmed.
And I'll issue a short order for that.
Okay. I have another letter that is identical for the property of appeal BMR 145 King of Prussia Road, LP appeal number 2758. And the address again is 145 King of Prussia Road, pursuant to Act 46. Yes.
I don't know if I
The
got
fee is paid.
a copy of that.
Yeah.
What's the date of that letter?
August 30.
Is that the, s-
I did use the same one, Jen, same form. I think that was the one you initially got.
Yeah, that was the first one. The other was
I think- yeah, I
September
think that's
7.
the one when I spoke to you.
okay, the one we just did was Appeal 2823.
Correct.
And which appeal number is this one?
This one is 2758. It's for 145 King of Prussia Road, and the fee has been paid.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay. First and only item tonight, oh, wait, there's something else here. No, first and only item tonight is 154 Vassar Circle, Villanova, PA. And I don't have here in front of me the, do you have an agenda? Okay. This is what I need, okay. Appeal 2841, the applicant Philip Zimmerman and Carolyn Dougherty, located at 154 Vassar Circle, Villanova, Pennsylvania, zoned R2, seeks to construct a deck within the front yard setback off of Woodstock Road. The front of the home and the front door is located on Vassar Circle and is considered a side yard. The addition would comply with the side yard setback requirement, but violates the requirement if a rear yard. The applicant requests a variance from section 280-20C of the code or contends that the relief is permitted as of right.
Thank you. Just to quickly go through a quick opening here. Here's the property. It is a corner lot. Woodstock is here. Vassar is here. The front door, as you see in photographs that have been marked as exhibits, is on Vassar Circle. The request is to put a wooden deck in this location on Woodstock. The wooden deck is, the requirement is 40 feet from the right-of-way. The deck would be at the closest point 33 feet from the right-of-way, but in fact, if you consider it from the curb line, it is approximately 50 feet from the curb line. So in appearances, it complies, even though the code requires a 40-foot setback since it is a corner lot. And in this circumstance, in effect, you'll see also from photographs, this is obviously the appearance of a side yard along Woodstock Road. So the request here is for relief to construct the proposed wooden deck along the setback on Woodstock, which is a side yard when you look at it from all appearances.
All right. Would you like to swear in your witnesses?
Yes.
Hello. You both raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
And if you'll state your name one at a time for the record.
Philip Zimmerman?
Carolyn Dougherty.
No, wait, that's okay. All right, we'll try to use this one. You'll have to speak up. And Phil, you're the owner of the property with Carolyn?
Yes.
And you're married?
Yes.
Okay. And who do you live there with?
Our two children, Madeline and Noel.
And when did you purchase the property?
In 2006,
And approximately when was it constructed?
it's approximately 30 years old.
Okay, and the deed is marked as A2, correct? From
Yes.
Correct copy of the deed. And A1 is the application that you're making for permission to construct a deck in the location shown on P3, is that correct?
Yes.
And as we mentioned already during opening A3, it is a corner lot, correct? And the front door is on Vassar Circle?
Yes.
And the proposed deck is along the yard for Woodstock Road, is that correct?
Yes.
And we notice that at its closest point, the deck is approximately 33 feet from the right-of-way,
That's correct.
and at its furthest point, it's a little over 34 feet, 34 3/4 feet.
That's also correct.
And the distance from the deck from the actual curb of your property is approximately how long?
About, I believe it was 50 feet.
Correct. And the deck complies with all other zoning requirements in the zoning code?
Yes.
So you would, acknowledge on the record that the only relief you're looking for is relief from this front yard requirement?
That is correct.
What is the width of the cartway of Woodstock?
40 foot, they're both 40 foot.
No, I'm not
Oh, the
talking about the
cartway would
right-of-way,
be
the
less,
cartway.
yeah.
The cartway.
I'm not,
It's pretty wide.
It looks, that's what I was about to say, it looks like the chance that the cartway is gonna be widened is, unless they put the blue route in or something.
Plus,
Yeah.
that corner is an intersection of two cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to show you what's been marked as A4, and as we're referring to, this is your front yard, correct?
Yes.
All right, and your front door is there. I think we have a better picture on the next one, A5, showing the front door.
That's correct.
And the addition would actually be going on the side of the home where I'm pointing right there. Is that correct?
Yes, the deck would be going there.
And then A6 actually is a better photograph of where the deck would be located?
Yes.
Okay, and how about the tree? Is that being saved, or?
The tree is staying where it is.
And then A7, again, is a photograph of where the deck would be going?
Yes.
And have you spoken to your neighbors?
Yes, we spoke to a number of our neighbors, and particularly the neighbors directly across the street. There are 3 that are sort of directly across the street from that side of the house, and none of them expressed any concerns or objections. And we talked to the neighbors that are, if you're looking at picture A7, beyond the trees there, and they also expressed no concerns or objections.
Is that tree going to be saved, or I didn't
Yes, it
hear?
would be saved.
So it's going to abut, I mean, the deck?
The deck's not
Yes.
going out as far as the tree,
No.
correct?
Okay.
And it's actually, you're going to, I guess it's 4x4s will be securing the deck.
Yes.
It's not flush with the ground, so there's no foundation or anything on the
No.
ground. And underneath the deck would be grass, except for the 4x4 is probably the concrete where the 4x4s would go.
Yes.
I have nothing further at this time.
And did you enter all your,
I would request exhibits be made part of the record, please.
Charlie, would you like to take this?
Yes, I would give him a variance from section 28020C due to the fact that this would be the least intrusive spot where they can put this deck, as well as, you know, the configuration of the lot makes it almost impossible to put anything anywhere without encroaching someplace.
Right. Jim?
I agree.
I agree also, so it's passed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else on the agenda tonight that anybody needs to talk about? If not, then the meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you very much.